Claude Skills, Google Gems, custom GPTs, projects, and the autonomous loops people build now are five names for one idea. A procedure that used to live in your prompt moves into a file the model reads only when a task calls for it. Naming the five vendors is the easy part. The harder question is what happens when that file should have loaded and did not. A Claude skill in 3 stages loads, where every installed skill sits there costing about 100 tokens, just its name and description, loaded every time you start a conversation. When a task matches that description, Claude reads the full skill.md file, capped by convention under 5,000 tokens. Anything bigger only loads if the skill.md body points to it by name, and a script's own code never enters the conversation. Google took the opposite design. A gem is a saved persona you pick from a list before you start typing, not something Gemini matches against your request the way Claude matches a skill. That moves who owns the decision. Claude's own judgment decides whether a skill file loads, and you never see that judgment happen. With a gem, you are looking at which one is active before you send anything, so that particular silent miss cannot happen. What can happen instead is you forget the gem and type into a plain chat. Both designs share the same quiet failure. When Claude's matching misses, or you skip the gem and open a plain chat out of habit, the model does not error out and does not hedge. It answers from general training, and the answer usually reads just fine, because a competent model sounds competent whether or not it loaded the specialized procedure. A bad answer tells on itself, but a missed trigger does not. Anthropic published its own report on how 10 departments use Claude Code, from data infrastructure to legal, and reading it against a solo practitioner filter sorts the patterns into 2 piles. Some assume a company standing behind them, like security engineering reporting half of all custom slash commands in the company monorepo. The most useful line describes Anthropic's own growth marketing group as, quote, a non-technical team of one, running a CSV workflow of underperforming ad copy split across 2 sub-agents. That is the plainest pattern in a 23-page report. You can check this yourself, and the check differs by surface. In Claude Code or the API, a triggered skill leaves a visible trace. Claude invokes a bash command to read skill.md directly, and that shows up in your transcript as an ordinary tool call. For a gem, check which one is active in the side panel before you send it your message. For a custom GPT or project, confirm the name at the top of the conversation. I run the same load rate check on my own skills library, and I will not give you a pass rate because that number only means something against a setup you can inspect. The verdict is simple to state and easy to skip. Track load rate separately from whether the answer sounded right, because a competent model sounds competent either way, loaded or not. The full write-up is at my website in the comment section below, but I would also genuinely like to know what you found when you searched your own land's transcript. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you on the next video.